Hey, what's up guys, it's Levi here and welcome to a brand new video on the Team Gullit channel, where in this video I'm gonna give you tips about defending after the patch in FC 25. Probably the thing everyone is struggling with, even all the pros are struggling with defending. It's just way harder than before, and that's mainly because the AI isn't doing as much for us as we used to. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. All I can say is that I like the patch. The game feels a bit quicker, passing is better, so in general I think it's a win. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of the patch. Do you enjoy the game more? Do you dislike the patch? Whatever comes to mind, let us know down below in the comments. For this video I will have 5 topics where we're gonna talk about how to defend, which is gonna be aggressive defending, which became really important if you want to defend well in FC 25. Then I have offside traps, R1 tackles, which are going to be really important and some of you might not know about. Then I have the playstyle anticipate plus, and we are finishing off with a partial team press. So let's get started with the first thing, which is going to be how to defend. Obviously you need to think about how you want to defend in the game. And right now, the thing you have to do is that you need to defend aggressively. If you don't defend aggressive, your opponent will have loads of time to choose the passes and do speed boosts, etc. And there's just no way you can keep up with that because attackers are just too quick, passing goes just too quick. So you need to gamble at times and you need to at least make sure you are on your opponent so you don't give him time. And I have multiple clips where I show that aggressive defending is really rewarding right now in FC 25. So as you guys can see in these clips are all going to be aggressive defending, and it's so rewarding. It might cost you sometimes, but in general it's really gonna reward you, because if your opponent comes in your box, it's almost GG's right now because there's no way defending it, because everything just goes too quick. There are too many attacking runs going on, and you need to make sure you tackle your opponent, because otherwise it's GG's and he will just be gone every single time. So that's what I'm showing in all of these clips, aggressive defending. In this first one, if I rewind it, my opponent wins the ball with Rodri. He plays it to Haaland, to Vitinha, then he's playing it forward. Then I know, okay, right now, if I have the chance, I need to be aggressive. He sent this Theo on the run, but that's not a problem right now. As you can see, when I forward the clip, he plays it to Bomati. And there's the moment where I know, okay, if I'm aggressive now, I will win this ball. Because he played the really short pass, it will be a bit hard for him to control it. As the first seconds when you receive a ball, you need to think really quick if you don't want to fall for my press right here. And that's what happened. He needs to take an extra touch, I put the press on with Saliba, and I win the ball just by defending aggressively. This next clip is the same example. My opponent has some time to turn and twist with Henry. That's okay. Here I can't put pressure straight away. I need to recognize the moment where I can get into the duel. Especially here, I'm with Haaland, who has bruiser, who has good physical abilities. All that I need to do is get into that physical duel. That's basically the only way I can win back this ball. This situation is even a bit of a 50-50. As you can see, the tackle is not clear, but still I win the ball. If I didn't go for this tackle, there was a lot of space between Theo and Haaland, and he could just have performed a speed boost, for example, and there was nothing I could do against it anymore. So once again, an example where aggressive defending is rewarding me. Here, another example. My opponent wins the ball with Rodri. Obviously, he's looking to play it forward, once again to Henry. Here, I have the time to chase back with Frankie and to just go on him straight away. As you can see, when the clip is going, you will see that I switch to Frankie straight away, and the first thing I try to do is to make a tackle and win back the ball. And once again, it works. If I give my opponent the time right here, again, it will be dangerous because he's in a 1v1 with my center back, again a speed boost or just the easy L1 pass, and he has the runs. After that, there's no time for me to tackle anymore. This last example I'm gonna show about aggressive defending might be the best, because here my opponent has time on the midfield, he has a lot of runs, which is very good from him, so I need to wait. That's not a problem, we can't always be aggressive, although you need to know the situation where you can be. Here I make a little mistake about giving him too much time and giving him the space to play it to Henry. Here's basically all or nothing. It's about gambling with my Haaland versus his Henry. It's about gambling the right way and the right moment with my Haaland and his Henry. You think. It's not a 50-50 here. I just need to recognize the moment where I can tackle him and be aggressive. As you can see, when the clip goes on, he plays it to Henry. it's a 1v1 with Haaland, I just go on him straight away. So he doesn't even have any time to make a step over or to do a sprint boost. And I still have the control. And it's all by showing the cojones, as they say in Spanish, and to just be aggressive whilst defending. This is going to help you so much. And this will make it way easier for you to defend in FC 25. Next up, making use of offside traps. Everything I'm going to show for the rest of the video is going to make sense now, as I already talked about aggressive defending, and it's all going to be a small part of defending aggressive. But for now, offside traps. As you can see, I make use of offside traps so much. Every time my opponent plays the ball back, I try to perform offside traps. So I don't give him loads of time on the ball. And I don't want my opponent to reach my box easily, so that's why I perform offside traps. It is risky, but as you can see in this example, my opponent plays it to Henry. He has the run from Bomati, but because I pull off the offside trap at the right time, it is offside. Obviously, that's what we want with the offside trap, because otherwise, if I didn't perform this offside trap, he would have been in, because my defensive line would still be sitting too low to be able to put my opponent offside. In this next example, you can see that offside traps are helping you by pressing on your opponent. Here I have a chance with Mbappe, he intercepts it with Konate. From that point I try to press him. And if I don't use offside traps in this example, it's not going to work. My defensive line will just track back, my midfielders will track back, my attackers will stay up front because they don't go back. And there will be a lot of gaps between the defense and the midfield and attack. And that's not what we want if you want to press. If you want to sit back and just let your opponent have the ball, it's okay. But that's really dangerous right now because passes are too quick and your opponent's attackers are going to outrun your defenders most of the time. So I like to press high up on the pitch to be able to win the ball back right there. And I do that by using offside traps. As you can see in this clip, my opponent is just playing the ball around, but because I use offside traps, my defensive line and my midfield is up high. I can press him with my midfield here. I don't win the ball there. At some point I win it even on his half with my Haaland by using offside traps. Next up, anticipate plus. Probably the best defensive playstyle in the game, and as I mentioned before, defending aggressively is important. You guys might and should know by now that you gotta defend aggressively. Anticipate plus really helps you, because if you make a tackle with Anticipate plus, a player like my Saliba Thunderstruck, he just wins the ball 9 out of 10 times if you time the tackle right. So the tip I want to give you guys, get yourself at least, if possible, one defender with Anticipate plus, and try to make sure both of your center backs do have Anticipate on wide at least, because this makes the way their tackle so much better than if they don't have that playstyle. So just a small detail, just get players with Anticipate on wide and preferably on plus, but do it on wide. Trust me, you have to get center backs with Anticipate wide at least. Then we discussed about Anticipate and how important it is. Now I'm going to talk about the R1 circle tackle, and if you have defenders with Anticipate, this really benefits them. The R1 circle tackle is a bit more dangerous, but the chances you win the tackle is way higher. As you can see in some of these examples, the ball might not be in reach, but just because I perform the R1 circle tackle, they win it because the tackle is more powerful, and the way they perform the tackle, it has more reach. It obviously is more risk, because if you miss it, your player is gone because he puts his whole body into the tackle. But once you win it, you most of the time do have the ball, so there are not many bounce backs from it. So that's basically the advantage. As you can see in this clip, I perform the tackle with Haaland, I miss it, then it's all or nothing with my TO. Here I perform the tackle again, and the reach this tackle has, I think with a regular tackle I would not have won this ball, but I think here, because I perform an R1 circle tackle, that I still win the ball and don't concede a goal. So if you didn't know about this feature yet, make sure to use it combined with your aggressive defending, because that's what you're gonna do after this video, and I'm sure it will help you. And then the last thing we're gonna talk about is making use of partial team press. You perform partial team press by clicking R1 twice, and the second time you click it, you need to hold it. The thing that happens is that if I pause it right here, that you will get 2 light blue or green, I think it's light blue, dots above 2 AI players. This means you activated 2 AI players of your defenders or midfielders to track runs of your opponent. This way, your AI will still get activated a bit, as that's mainly the problem about defending right now. The AI is not doing as much for us as we used to, so we gotta do more things manual, but as I know a lot of you guys still like to defend with AI, this is still a way to activate your AI whilst defending. As you can see in this example, my opponent breaks down to the left wing with his Hazard. I try to go on him with Saliba as I want to be aggressive. Whilst I try to go for the ball holder, I activate the partial team press. This means that Haaland will cover his Henry's run. As you can see, the blue dot above Haaland's head means he is tracking that run. Once I go on with this clip, you see Haaland is earlier to the ball. And that's because I make use of the partial team press. So it really can benefit you, so make sure to try that out. The main thing about this video is that you need to be aggressive whilst defending. Go practice it. It is gonna cost you at the start for sure, but if you want to become a better player in EAFC 25, and I think that's the reason you are still watching this video, you gotta defend aggressively. All that I want to say is thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to comment on this video if you want to, subscribe on our channel if you haven't done yet, make sure to put your thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.